Yay, I'm live. Now, here's my purple haze right here. Okay. Almost forgot to put the purple haze light up. You guys seem to like that. I got my hoodie on. It's cold. It's supposed to be warmer today, and it was today, but now it's night and it's not so warm. It's cold. It's freaking cold in here. Freaking cold here in Ohio. Freaking cold, I tell you. But it is winter, so, you know, just had the first day of winter. So, hey, Linda, you're the first again. Wow, you were so on the spot. Fast draw, Linda. We're going to call Linda quick draw. Or quick click. It's good to see you, sweetheart. Are you feeling good tonight? You feeling pretty good? Hey, there's the Chris's, both of them. You just popped in out of nowhere. Whee! Okay. Hi there. Yeah, I figure we're probably going to want to go see Portal, but you know, an hour and a half before that. I'm down for that trip, right? We did our late show yesterday, and today we'll just do our smaller show. And then tomorrow we'll probably do another late one like last time. We'll probably do it at 10. That may be the schedule from here on out, is because that'll give me a little bit of time to eat and prepare on a Thursday and a Tuesday and a Saturday. And Saturdays, I think I'll just let myself off the hook because there's probably a lot on Saturdays. So I don't know if Saturday's the greatest day to stream or not. We'll find out. Long as we have stuff to do. And it seems like everybody just loves to talk to each other, so I don't think we're ever going to run out of things. And it seems like we keep being given all kinds of stuff to check into, so I don't know that we're really ever going to run out of anything. I mean, we got, you know, if all else fails, I've got stories that go back 63 years. God, I'm not that old yet. But I got stories back from the beginning, weird stories, but and lots of information, so pulled from a lot of sources. I think I want to see what a real dragon looked like, though. On one of our RV trips, we've got to pick out a time when there really were dragons. If there was such a thing. But it looks like there was. That's one of the things I want to see. I want to see real dragons and what they look like and what they were like and everything. And I want to go. I think another place I want to go sometime is the purple place. That the purple timeline, the purple time back, if that existed, I want to see if that actually existed. Was Saturn actually originally our sun before this one, like they postulate? And if so, what was it like? That would be cool. Yeah, Fridays and Saturdays. Probably. However, we still get people on Fridays. So, I don't know. Different crowd. Depends on what you want to See, it's like what the interest is, what people are having on that day or whatever. Good day, Ken. How you doing? You made it in at the beginning. Yeah, I know. It's like Fridays and Saturdays, I figure, are pretty full. Paisley Park. Um, Actually, Prince may have had memories of this too. Um, there is a theory that has really quite a bit of, oops, I'm going to show my Paisley sheets and or blanket. Hey, Paisley, if you ever see this. But anyway, and I'm wearing my tie-dye too. Oh, I feel like I'm so hippie. I'm such a hippie. But yeah, I always felt somehow I felt close to Prince. Couldn't figure out. It's almost like we might have been remembering, and I know you've told me his favorite color was actually yellow, but that whole thing brought up some memories. And some of us are ancient souls. Some of us are spirits. I am going to use more correct term because we know souls are not what we think. But although it's what some people understand, it's hard because our language has gotten messed up. Our language gets turned around so often. Like now, if something's good, it's dope. But for my parents, or even me, if you said dope, it was stupid. That person was a dumbass. So if you said somebody was dope, they were an idiot. So that's how our language gets turned around. And it was because of the way that they saw people who were on quote unquote dope, that is, drugs. So they were seeing it as a drug abuser. And they thought of those people as being idiots. So that's what dope was then. So if you are watching an old movie and somebody says, "What a dope," it's not a compliment. And yet, Coca-Cola was originally made with Coke in it. Go figure that out, right? Okay. Let me turn the purple down just a little bit because it's kind of shining in my eyes. Still shining in my eyes just a little. That's a little better, but not quite. It's like all over my glasses now. Okay, so anyway, I don't know what to do with this. I like the purple, but it's just a little bright in my eyes. Let me see if I can get it up above the level of my eyeballs. Up above the level of my eyeballs, so it isn't shining right in my eyeballs. Oh, that seems to be a little better. Okay. Hey, Barry of the luxuriant nose hair. We give you a new tribal name. Luxuriant nose hair. Yeah, Wally called his friend a dope because that meant what an idiot. Yeah. Mama version of Yoda. Yeah, and I'm purple instead of green. Not quite as wrinkly. I hope I'm not that wrinkly. Who is on furlough? Oh, okay, I see it. I scrolled back. Okay, well, anyway, here y'all are. Now we got to think about what trouble we can make for the universe at large. What kind of trouble do we want to get into tonight? Because we can be bad little kids. Oh, uh, wrinkly Bruce Lee's ice skating cousin. Yeah, here's all the crazy people. You made it to the right place, Aussie. Yeah, we all kind of gather here. So, and it's good to see you all. It's like, honestly, the universe has a restraining order against me. I'll just watch. Holy crap, what did you do, Jarvis, or Cookie? Sorry. Universe has a restraining order, he says. But he's got a dragon. Like I said, I want to go back and see what a real dragon looked like. If you all want to join me, that would be cool. Or what it looked like when I was starting to explain. Apparently, at one time, our solar system wasn't quite situated the way it is now. It was actually revolving around, or we were hooked to Saturn. And I guess this is coming up since the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. I'm thinking about it more. But apparently, back then, the conditions were quite different. And we literally would have been enveloped in a purple haze. Jimi Hendrix might have been onto something. That would be dope. I'm glad you think so, Whitey. Or Sprinkles. So, word, Chris. Since we're all gangsters here, right? We're all gangsta shaman. We go do things we're not really supposed. You can't do that. Well, we did. There are people who would tell me flat out, you can't, you got. Why not? Some people ask why, and I ask why not. We can do what we darn want to. We're gangsta shaman. We can do what we don't want to. We can do, you know what? We don't need no stinking badgers. So quit badgering us. We don't need no stinking badgers. And I'm still working on some music. You know what? I feel like it's kind of important to do The Dead Must Rise correctly. The music is turning out to be really cool. And I might give you a preview of what it's going to sound like. Internet is unstable. Okay, Barry. He of the luxuriant nose hairs. Now he shall always be introduced as Barry of the luxuriant nose hairs. And if you want a title, you also can apply. Just give us some idea what your most notable trait is. Please make it printable. Some of you I know are tempted. I know, it's tempting. They didn't even have to peck you to whistle, because I'm special. No, I can't do it because I'm laughing. You know what? If you want to get somebody to quit whistling, you just make them laugh. Unstable. You remember, I don't know if you saw Blazing Saddles, but it was like where Gene Wilder says, I can't shoot anymore. It's something about, I used to be a gunslinger, but look at this. And he says, steady as a rock. And, you know, Cleavon Little says, steady as a rock. He holds up the other hand and it's like, he says, but this is my shooting hand. You know, so something like that. No noticeable traits. Yeah, Blazing Saddles is classic. And there's two versions of it. I don't know if you realize, or people realize this, but there's actually two versions of Blazing Saddles. And one was PG and one was R. And the R version has an entirely different ending. And there are parts all through it that are just different because they felt it was a little bit too much and they made it. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing me on live. Oh, this is scary as hell. Whoa. I'm seeing what I look like live, all purple. No, it's cold here though. I gotta have my hoodie on. I look like I'm bald or something. I'm not bald. I'll pull some hair up here so I don't scare people. Anyway, okay, so now I'm more of a now I'm a little bit less Yoda-like. Yodelay-tee-hoo. Yes, I love that movie. There, I guess in some versions, boy, do I look different than I think I look. This is still in my eyes, dang it. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to put it down like that. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, I'm sorry, but that was just tonight. For some reason, it's just getting to me. Okay, so yeah, Blazing Saddles, and you know what? This gang, do you like okay, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I do? Well, thank you. I thought I looked kind of scary there, but I look like some purple monster maybe or something. I don't know. Anyway, oh, an old wise mother. Thank you. That's just what we all want to look like. No, I'm kidding. I'm fine with that. Basically, I think some of these things, like for instance, Douglas Adams. Now, if you read or saw the Douglas Adams stuff, hoping some of you did. Oh yeah, Monty Python. Yep. Life of Brian. Yeah. Talking Heads True Stories. I don't remember that one. Favorite musical? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember that one. Does anybody else know what Ken's talking about? Blazing Saddles wasn't really a musical exactly. I guess it was in a way. It was a comedy musical. I guess it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was a comedy musical. Yeah. Well, now we're going to have to look up Talking Heads True Stories, I guess, because I've never seen that one. Yeah. Yeah, biggest dickest being married to Intercontinentia buttocks. And then you're not supposed to laugh. Mm-hmm. If you haven't tried Douglas Adams, you would like it. If you like weird humor. But the thing about Douglas Adams is I think he was a prophet. And maybe that's what I end up talking a little bit about tonight in my talk is Douglas Adams and how I think he was kind of a prophet. Maybe I can even find something about him. Because if you haven't ever checked out Douglas Adams, but you like Monty Python and stuff like that, you need to check out Douglas Adams. There's a Douglas Adams video game. Hold the phone. I got to see this. Douglas Adams Starship Titanic video game. Bureaucracy is an interactive fiction video game released by Infocom in 1987, scripted by comic science fiction writer Douglas Adams. I had no idea. And then there's a Douglas Adams video game, of all things, and it's not that expensive. Here, I'll share the screen with you. Wow, this is really weird. Okay, weird. Titanic, Starship Titanic. Oh, this has got to be epic. This has got to be epic. Oh my gosh. And it's an adventure game. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Ah, 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 ah. Yeah. Okay. I gotta watch it. Okay, let's just go into, I'm gonna look at that later though. Douglas Adams. He is the guy who came up with, who people are quoting when they say 42. That was in one of his books. So here are some of his books. Life, the Universe, and Everything, Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul, Restaurant at the End of the Universe, Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide. That must be a collection. There was also So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. And there is a picture of the said author. There he is right there. And he used to write all of his stuff up in a bed and breakfast and that had a good pub. So I think he wrote quite a bit of it, probably inebriated, but hey, what do you expect? Don't quote me on that. I can't prove that. But I think he's somewhere laughing right now. Anyway, having a wry sort of a laugh. And maybe it's him on rye. I don't know. But it would make sense. Yes. Well, anyway, get up to 75% off his books. But some of the stuff he came up with, I swear, now that we're up in 2020, it looks a lot more plausible because it was crazy stuff, basically. Crazy, crazy stuff that he wrote about. And really now I can say it's more feasible. I mean, now that we've seen, oh, you got them. You know what? I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to do that. Let me see if I can do that. Change my theme to dog. Yeah. That's got to be somewhere in settings. Oh no. I just did something strange. I just did something really strange. Okay. I don't know what I did. I have no idea what I just did. Okay, I'll do it later because I may actually disappear or something. It could be that I just vanished out of the world, out of this world. No, not out of the 3D world, but just out of sight. Oh yeah, I gotta put this up. That's right. Tick 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 tick. That's the ticker. It says so. Okay. What kind of background? Maybe I should put a new background in. Anyway, so that when I disappear, you have something interesting to look at. Maybe that. There we go. That's a dark theme. I got a picture of the full moon that I took, which is very interesting. Yeah, I think I'll use that one. So stop screen sharing there for a moment. So the next time I disappear or click something, you'll now see that doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do. Okay, great. I don't care. I don't care. Fine. Anyway, boy, that's so professional. I know. Every now and then, I reach up and grab the camera because it's gone off again, off into the wilderness again. Yeah. Yeah, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was kind of prophetic in some ways. I think really politicians like Zaphod Beeblebrox are pretty common these days. What happened here? Your comments are not moving, so something's wrong here. I can't put mine on dark mode yet because I'm using StreamYard. It won't let me. I gotta wait. I gotta wait. That sounds good. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, so the chit chat is kind of slow. Okay, good. But it had a great big sign over you saying show latest chat, which wouldn't go away. So yeah, I'm gonna go for that next. Douglas Adams had some very strange ideas, but I think when he had there's a should I do the spot boy? That would be a heck of a spoiler though. Why everything's so screwed up? He might have actually got that right, and he's a lot deeper than you'd think. He did the very geekly thing of 42 in his books. The answer to life, the universe, and everything turned out to be 42, which is also an apostrophe, which also stands for anything you want, anything you like. And so was he really saying that? Because so much of Douglas Adams' stuff, if you just read it head on, it's funny and you'll laugh at it, but there's some stuff embedded in there, like when Zaphod Beeblebrox has two heads. And they really portrayed this in kind of an interesting way in the movie. But I really think he might have been talking about the big head and the small head. Like when one of his head, when his other head was talking, probably that was it. But I mean, I think it was a metaphor. So there's a lot in it. It's kind of like watching old Warner Brothers cartoons. The old cartoons were always made multi-level, and which is why I loved them so, and I still love them, because today's cartoons are not really quite that way. They're either kind of blatant or kind of insipid. They're made for a certain crowd, whereas the old cartoons were definitely multi-level. Well, I'm going to change it, Pam, and I'm going to change it just entirely on account of you. So it's going to be all your fault. Wait a minute. I got to put on the Pam hat. There, my Pam I Am hat. Now, I'll move it over here so you can see more of my fancy Pam I Am hat. Okay. Yep. Sorry, Pam, you ain't getting it back. Mine now. So basically, he had a lot of stuff in his work that was kind of interesting, like the Vogon constructor fleet deciding that they were going to have to bulldoze Earth in order to put in an interstellar bypass. Then we hear that Earth, far from being a place that is like lonely on the edge of the galaxy, that there's a major Stargate near here. And I'm like, that's interesting. It's weird. Was he like getting some stuff that wasn't, necessarily the usual way? Was some information coming to this guy? I don't know, but he's an interesting author, and if you get a chance to look into his work, look into it, because I think you'll like it. I think this particular crew will enjoy Douglas Adams' sense of humor, and some of his insights, because he had a lot of interesting insights. Yeah. So long and thanks for all the fish. That was from when the dolphins leave Earth. You know, the dolphins just leave Earth, and before they do, the last thing they say is so long and thanks for all the fish. Because they know it's about to be bulldozed, right? And I wonder when we find out about the Magrathians. Oh, yes, and called Earth a computer. Very interesting way of thinking of things he had. So, hey, Denali, there you are. No dolphin kiss? Oh, you're right. That's rude. You're right. That's so rude. So rude. Oh, dear. Suction kiss, cue loud, audible. You guys are funny. Y'all is funny. Looks ain't everything, though. Neither is smells. Do you ever notice when something looks funny, we laugh? And when something sounds funny, we laugh, right? But when something smells funny, well, never mind. Anyway, Pam, you're making me think of Rocky Horror Picture Show with the red lips there. The teeth look so white. I don't think so. Unless that BioRepair toothpaste has really been working. Oh, yes, that's another thing I can recommend. If you're having problems with your teeth are hurting or something, BioRepair. Remineralizing toothpaste. It's expensive. It's from Italy. But you can use that, and doggone, my teeth were hurting because I've had root canals and all kinds of stuff. I really have probably over half my teeth left, but the ones that are missing are kind of noticeable for me. You know, I hate having missing teeth, but I used to have perfect natural teeth. But, you know, if you get a root canal sooner or later, something's gonna screw up with it. Anyway, oh, at BFO, oh, I didn't miss anything. I wasn't here. Yeah, let's do the time warp again. Hey, Murray. Hi, Richard. Nice to see you in. Well, I'm glad they had a good show. Oh, thank you, Linda. Well, yeah, I mean, each to their own interests, you know, because we have a lot of fun over here too, but it's different kind of fun. Some of us have seen a lot of Bigfoot stuff, and now we want to do something else sometimes. You know, Bigfoot is great and fun, and we love Bigfoot. We all love Bigfoot stuff. And yet, there is more to life. Like I said, I know probably I'm just being a big old sissy. I'm not looking forward to seeing Sasquatch. I know I'm probably being silly. Need those what? Need the luxuriant nostril hairs? But he plays so beautifully, melodies on them. Oh, dentures like Jaws from the James Bond movie. Yeah, you need to have a laugh, which we do frequently over here. We get crazy over here and silly and do silly stuff. So, and I try and keep the morale up because honestly, you know what? In these COVID times, we need to laugh more than we ever did. We really do because we need the endorphins because everything is designed to weigh you down and pull you down, right? I mean, it seems like every damn thing they do is to pull you down. It's like, no, man. You know what? The future is ours. We decide. Somewhere Bomber just fell off her. What? There's something besides Bigfoot? I'm not looking forward. I'm just not. I don't want to think about it too much. I mean, sometimes I have plenty of phenomena out there. I could go out there probably tonight and find you either tracks or, it's going to rain. It's going to snow. I could probably find tracks out there. When it gets mushy, there'll probably be tracks out there that I wouldn't recognize otherwise. There'll probably be tree break. There'll probably be some other crazy stuff out there. I find it all the time. I haven't seen any structures out there, but I haven't gone to the bog lately. When I take you to the bog, if we look around, we'll probably find stuff. And I bet you right in back of that bog area that we cannot cross, that's probably where they all are around here. They probably got a freaking village back there because we can't get there. Not without bulldozers and stuff. So what do you want to bet? That's exactly where they are, right back there. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can just tell from what I've heard, and thank you, playing Skippy Rope. He can actually, he can actually use those nose hairs for spare guitar strings when he busts a string. And when I bust a string, I just say, Barry, can you spare one of them hairs? Yeah, Sasquatch. They probably got a freaking village back there. I'm expecting it at any time. I mean, and it's funny because there's this little path where it's been cut back and you can drive a vehicle through it, and people walk their dogs through there. And that's where I'm seeing tree breaks and other stuff. It's like that's where I'm seeing all this stuff, and it's like they're that close. But I think I might be safe. I don't think they'll be coming and banging on my walls because I'm in basically an apartment building, and they'd have to come all the way up into the parking lot in order to bang on my walls because I'm also on the inside. I'm not on the outside. Now, if I was on the outside corner, then maybe because there's a ravine out there and I could see them coming up and banging on the window or the walls or something to get my attention. However, the one time I did have some pebbles thrown at my window when I said, if we're really mind speaking, I'll ask them to do something else to let me know we really are. And then I heard these pebbles thrown against the window. And I just about jumped out of my skin. And I remember I was talking to you guys. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, they know where I live exactly. And oh boy. So basically, it's happening. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm going to eventually see a Sasquatch. Sooner or later, I'm going to be taking a walk. And they're going to say, hey, why you not speak to us? Why you not come out here and speak to us? Before. They'll probably speak perfect English. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what they'll do. I don't know what I'm going to, I don't know. Elmo knows where you live. Might need pliers, yeah. Yep, I won't. I'm trying to get myself into the right frame of mind for this. Because I'm living so close to it now. I realized at one point I'm living so close to it. I after watching the Bigfoot, that's why I almost don't want to watch them now, because it's like, oh, don't remind me. Don't remind me that I'm that close, you know? And I don't know what I'm afraid of. I I don't know. Yeah, I know. They're more intelligent than people give them credit for. I realize that they're not just beasties. That's for sure. That's for absolutely sure. And I feel like they want to get in touch with me, but I don't know why. I'm not sure. Whatever it is doesn't carry a whole bunch of responsibility. That's right. They'll be like, he of the luxuriant nostril hair. It's not just a legend. You know, that's an idea, Olin. What if, yeah, they're not animals. They're not animals. They're obviously related to us. Obvious. Very obvious. I know, but I know how we are. It sounds like they're the same way. They're a mixed bag. Yeah, exactly. They obviously like their alone time. They like privacy. So, but if you guys want to, we can take Olin up on that and see what is beyond the bog. Is there a Sasquatch village beyond the bog? We can remote view that. And if they can see us, which they might be able to see us, because some people can see you when you're remote viewing. Well, we'll just have to. Oh yeah, Olin, I've long time ago I've cast aside. I always figured that they are not a gorilla-like thing at all. Not really. They're too much like us in certain respects. There are ways in which they're so much like us, just a lot bigger and hairier. That's right. I'm sure they'll be offering Barry all kinds of Bigfoot babes because he's a legend. Yeah, I know. They're telepathic. Okay, you want to go have a powwow with the Sasquatch tonight? Maybe you do. If you want an RV Sasquatch, but I'm going to have to see some yeses. And if anybody has any reservations about it, let me know. But yeah, let me know. Yeah, they'd, at the very least, they'd know when they were being watched. At the very least, they'd get the feeling like when you're being watched. Well, Barry, don't you always have reservations? You do on my book here, says Table for One. Sorry about your luck. Yeah, it doesn't matter, Olin. I have taken these people on journeys they have never been on any, they've never tried it before in their lives. Some of them just learned the concept. Like Ben, he came in, he had never even heard, didn't know a thing about it, and he went along and he saw something. It's you don't have to be. Ooh, I'm getting that tingly feeling. Oh, yep. Barry made a res joke, and then I made a res joke back. You know what? I'm going to put on the bear hat just to make them feel more at home if they can see what I'm wearing, just in case. I'll put on the mama bear hat. Might make them feel more to home. There. It's furrier. It's hairier. Yeah, that's the thing. I know. I know I can't hide from them. And I know at one point they wanted me to come out. But there were these other things in the woods that were dangerous, so I couldn't do it. Mm. Okay, what do you think? Denali, is that just a personal feeling, or are you getting some guidance, or? Yeah, I know. Yeah, some of you might actually find yourself having visitors that see, that's one of the reasons I've avoided going out to meet them, is that it seems like there's some kind of a rule, but once you see them, then the rule's gone. She's like, nah. Yeah, I asked my guide too. Okay, you've already had them. I think I've got them in my life already. Unfortunately, I think I do. I know some people would love to have that problem, but not me. I've heard too many people who say, I wish I'd never known. I wish I'd never seen one. It's up to you guys. We could do that, or we could do. Let's leave it on the back burner. I mean, not everybody has to go on that one. If we do that, I may not do it either. I may rethink that. Oh, you have a group of Sasquatch that already know you. Right, they could be next door. That's so true. That's so true. Oh, well, that's good to know, Etri, that your experiences have been good. See, Denali, I do understand that because some people have trouble with them. Of course, You know, well, I'm torn, kind of. I'm an explorer. Yeah, I go where no one has gone before. Yeah, I always like that Star Trek thing. Where no man has gone before. Well, hell, I'm a woman. Stand back. Follow me if you want, but I'm going. Anyway, where no man has gone before, but I'm a girl and it doesn't scare me. But I don't know. I'm torn about it. On the one hand, I want to explore. On the other hand, do am I ready to be tracked back? On the other hand, they already know exactly where I live. They know exactly where I live. I had the pebbles against the window when I was saying, "Oh, maybe they'll give me another sign." They know exactly the very apartment. They knew the very room I was in this apartment. But I totally understand Denali. I mean, like I said, I'm not entirely sure I'm ready for it either. I mean, it seems to me like, oh, in the meantime, while we're thinking about it, really? Well, I'll have to go there tonight. We'll have to go over there tonight and represent. Yeah, I believe that too. Probably with all these things, you have to take your time about it. We're short on time right now. It's 9:30, and I don't know. We could do a remote view, but we don't want to do anything too um, in depth because we have about a half an hour before Portal, and I know people are going to want to probably go see Portal when it comes on. Um, oh, they've been habituating him. Yeah. Okay. Does everybody want to astral project tonight? Is that what you want to do? You want to go somewhere tonight? If so, type yes. And if you want to do something else, type that in. Or if you have a question and something else you want to do, if you need a healing, if whatever it is you need to do, let me know. I'm down with it. We got a half an hour before we start losing people to the portal. What? Project? Okay. So, what do you want to do tonight, brain? Same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. Okay. Relax and drink coffee. There you go, Barry. That's good too. Here, I was going to let you hear what this is probably going to sound like briefly. See what you think about it. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on here. Wait a minute. Come on. Okay. It's not very loud. Okay, so let's start out with I don't know if you can hear that. Cool. That's the kind I want. If I meet them, I want the awesome kind, loving, and smart ones. I'm telling the universe right now, those are the only kind I'm going to accept because can you hear it? You're probably about right, Chris. This is a little gadget I have called Jam, and it's a fun little thing. Music Jam, I think it's called, and you can compose things with loops, and it's really fun. So that is the music that I'm working on to go with The Dead Shall Rise. And I'm rewriting the poetry so it's a song. It's going to be awesome. Oh, hour away in the mountains, I bet you. Oh, Midnight Special. It is a very woo. I don't think I saw that one. Okay, well, I'm glad you're making me feel better because some of the people I see interviewed. Oh, cool, Denali. You want to come share any of that with us? Well, some people have explained that, but maybe you would have a different or supporting explanation as to why they smell so bad sometimes. Some people say they can also smell very good, flowery even. It just depends. But that's, that now the information that I keep hearing is it depends on their mood and how they feel about you. If they don't like you and want you to go, then they smell like a freaking dumpster or sewage. And if they like you, then they smell flowery. But do tell. Yeah. Hang on, I'll put the link out. Oh, and by the way, yes, I do know that Scottish egg is probably Nolo or Trollo. I'm writing a little song for the next time Scottish egg comes in, and we'll see how he reacts. Ah, the single males. So they have, oh, that's how they attract a mate, huh? Hmm. Well, it certainly doesn't work for humans. They want to get away from it. But I suppose it's possible. I mean, male skunks smell good to female skunks. Okay, all the normal conditions. Are we ready to work pendulum? Yes. Stop. Would it be okay, safe to astrally visit the Sasquatch? Stop. Yes. The Sasquatch in this area, would it be safe for me to do that? Safe for us? Yes. But is tonight the night for it? Is tonight a good night? Not so much. It could be, but not so much. Yeah, I was just double checking on it because I was getting, oh, sure, you could do it. But for some reason, not tonight. Oh, yeah, Scottish Egg is definitely a troll. And when I sing Nolo the Trollo, I have a feeling we'll see some action. Now I'm to the point where I'm going to be a little sadistic. I guess I do have a little, okay, Denali, I lied. I can be a little sadistic at times. I got it in me. Ah, I see. Bats do that too. They'd have to have sweat glands, Etri. They'd have to, with all that fur. Is Barry taken off? Okay, take off, Barry. Be that way. But leave a couple of nose hairs behind so we have something to remember you. Okay. Nighty. Yeah. Well, apparently a lot of males do that. I don't. And then you got your drunk ass males who do that, thinking they're going to find a mate. Doesn't work as well with female humans, does it? Well, we got 20 minutes before portal, and I think we're already losing people. But if you want to go somewhere, make it a fast one. Where do you want to go? Anybody got a suggestion? Any place you wanted to visit? Any time you wanted to visit? I have a few. I think so too. Well, you know what? I didn't really put up the protective circle, and we only have 20 minutes left, and I'd have to put it up before we'd go anywhere. Yeah, I think he probably is. He just comes in to chitty chat and say hi to everybody, I think, and listen to whatever we're talking about. But yeah, it seems like visiting is not his thing. Well, with a lot of people, it's not. He might even have rules about it, where he's from. The AP, what's AP? Okay, I give up. I'm not very good at the abbreviation letters, at what they mean. I have to sit here and figure them out. What does it mean, Olin? AP? Does it mean ass pimple? I don't think it means ass pimple. It doesn't mean. What does it mean? Okay. I'm sorry. It was just the first thing my mind went to. Was ass pimple. I'm sorry. It was where my mind went. See, I'm bad at these things. I'm not good. Not good at it. Oh, astral projections. Now, see, that makes sense. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, let's make it a date for next time. This was just kind of an hour and a half before portal sort of thing. Um, Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll have more time because we can even come back after portal and do something for a while if we want to for an hour until SOAR comes on if SOR is something people want to see. But yeah, I think we might want to make this tomorrow and just plan on going somewhere tomorrow. You know me, I'll say anything to be funny. What can I do? What can I do? That funky monkey. I love Beastie Boys. They're my favorite. Let's find Curious George's tail. Oh, okay. That's what I love about you guys. One of the things I just love. You guys are weird. I love it. I love y'all. You're so weird. You freaks. I didn't roll that enough. Freaks. Freaks, y'all. A bunch of freaks. I tend to like that in a person. Mm. I know somebody who could crack you up real good. Oh, oh, you mean you crack yourself up? Oh, yeah, funny. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, we're funny. Curious George has lived with the man in the yellow hat for 60 years. I don't think he's curious. He's probably lost all the curiosity, but do they live that long? I don't know. Do sock monkeys might live a lot longer than regular ones? I don't know. Wow, Rotman, you have totally blown the whole Forrest Gump paradigm about life totally out of the water now. It's gone. Yeah, Whitman's there. It used to be Whitman's chocolates would tell you what's in the chocolate. And I thought about that when I saw the movie. It's like, well, if you got Whitman's chocolates, you can know in advance. What are they? Um, the psychic chocolates. That's just it. We need the Whitman sampler version of life. Then we'd know everything that comes up. Oh, they're not sock monkeys? Have you got a sock monkey? Oh, yeah, you're right. Chimps can live 40 years, but not 60. Yeah, I wonder about that. Yeah, I know. Life is like a box of chocolates. That's kind of scary. Whoops. That. Oh, did Julia make it in? Hi, Julia. 120? You mean 20 to 30 years. Yeah, you got an extra one in there. Yeah, I'm not into chimps as pets. I am not into monkeys either as pets. I'm not me. Yeah, I don't want to have to change diapers either. Nope. No, no, not into it. Yeah, I was thinking I'd rather have a cockatoo. Actually, cockatoos are great. Cockatoos seem like they'd be a lot of fun as far as birds go. Oh, seriously? Wow. I didn't know. So they could be older. It's interesting. They could be older than the owner. I didn't know that. So they live longer than we do usually. Although I do not believe that we have to live short lives. I think we can go on living if we cure the age related illnesses that we get as we age. I mean, the age related illnesses are only there because we've been damaged or something. Something is running out. If we fix those problems, I think we can probably go on quite a long time, maybe indefinitely. Wow. That's interesting. I never knew that about them. Yeah, we should be living, they're even beginning to say now we should be living at least 250 years. And cockatoo. Cockatoo. It's a really sexy sounding name. Yeah, crocodiles and sharks. Sharks could be living who knows how long. Oh, conure. A conure. Not to be confused with Kanye West, but a conure is probably what it is that you're thinking of. Wow. That darn cockatoo could probably tell us quite a lot of things. Maybe we need to remote view what's in that cockatoo's head. We'd find out a lot. Isn't that bizarre to think that they live that much longer? Yeah, I know. It's one of those things that um, I can think it would be fun to have, but I could barely afford a kitty cat. By the time you add in the vet and stuff. My mother was like that. She couldn't stand the idea of anything in a cage. That's interesting. Yeah, I know there are creatures that live a very long time compared to us. We got the fuzzy end of the lollipop, folks, on that count. Yeah, I think we have been artificially shortened. I think our lives have been intentionally artificially shortened. I really do. But I also believe that we can unlock that we can kick that to the curb, that we don't have to abide by that. Have been stories of people who have lived over 100 years. The problem with living over 100 years is nobody believes it. And when you come up with some kind of an ID or something, people won't hire you because you're over 100 years old. They don't believe it. Yeah, pets can be very expensive, almost expensive as people, and that changed too. For some reason, vets were a lot cheaper, but now they're as expensive, almost expensive as people, and you can't get the same kind of insurance coverage. Yeah, there's a lot wrong with this picture that we're living in right now. But remember, we're the power. I'm going to say it again. We're the power here. We can decide to intend together that things are going to be different, and it will be different. It will change. But we have to decide that it can. And we have to decide that it must because we say so, and be that definite about it. Because I have seen many tremendous things change. It's not impossible to change things to suit yourself to the way you prefer. So let's just always bear that in mind. Just because reality is not what you're wanting doesn't mean you have to always live with that. Um, yeah, the insurance for pets is crazy expensive, and it's not covered in most people's jobs like your family is. So it's another huge expense. Denali, you know what? A lot of the healthy older people say the same thing. And me too. I have to go to a doctor once in a while for certain reasons, just to go have a checkup. But, just to have insurance in case I break something. But, which is about the only time I ever would need them. But yeah, listening to current standard medical advice is the more you can stay away from doctors, the better off you are, I'm sorry to say. And that's what all the older people say who are healthier, who are on the healthier side. They say, no, avoid doctors if you can, as much as possible. So that's something to think about. We're at a place right now where I know that this is not the doctor's fault. It's the way they're being trained. They want to cure people. They want to help people. They want to heal people. But that's not what they're being trained to do. They're being trained to treat people. And treating people does not do the job, okay? That doesn't work. Actually healing people is a different different thing. I gotta say, okay, it's about time for Portal, time for rolling out. Why did you time Olin out? What? Somebody timed Olin out? Why? Entry? Did you mean to? Could have been a mistake. Wow. Well, if you can hear this, Olin, I have no idea why that happened. So you don't know how it happened. Yeah, sorry, Olin. We have inexperienced mods in here. They'll learn. Oh, the phone fell. Ah, yeah, that could be it. That's okay. I'm about to pull it in because Portal's coming on, and I know most of us are heading off that way. So let's pull it in and say our byes here and see us on Portal and maybe on SOR because it sounds like they got something interesting tonight. And I will see you in a different space and time right after this. And I'll see you tomorrow. No, don't feel that bad, Etri. Everybody screws up that way. I mean, I've screwed up that way, dropped the phone and done really weird stuff. So don't worry about it. It's just, yeah, at the parapotty. Yeah, it's only temporary, so don't worry about it. Good night, everybody. For those of you who aren't going to Portal, and I love you. Truth is where you find it. Hope you find some of it here. And now, this is Ocean making waves. Go make some waves of your own. Splashy. Be splashy. We love you, Olin. It was an accident, really. Good night, everybody. You are great. I love you. And on to the portal. See you there. Some of you there.